Skull.
Y'all beat Skull?
Yes, sir.
Good shit.
One defeated. You know what that means? No, undefeated. Just one loss.
Like y'all lost to dummies, didn't y'all?
I think so. Dummies. Yeah.
We lost
didn't
to
have a
fucking
full team.
Bravos last week. That shit was bullshit.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get it. I got late, and I didn't even want to say that to me.
Yeah, it was bullshit. We played like shit though. They started fucking around. We were 5-1 up, and they started fucking around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're passing the ball back to the players, their forwards and shit.
It's good.
Jackie boy, we'll put up a chair, man. Anything to say about the Champions League final? Oy. You know, I'm saying that wasn't your team. You think you would have done better? Better, yes, but we were. I mean, if they played like
no
that
cash.
against us, they were beating us.
$2?
They just were.
They're just a better team.
Honestly, God, I think that might have been the best performance by a team all season.
Think so?
Yeah. 5-0 in the Champions League final. Let's be on the
You
interest.
starting?
Yeah.
Be back, y'all.
What's up? Bro, take that off.
You know, New Jersey feels. You should treat yourself.
Hey, Jack, what does Atletico Madrid and Arsenal have in common? It's very easy. No UCLs.
Say that a lot.
Inter has UCLs.
Yeah, the one with Mourinho.
Yeah. They have a treble UCL.
Oh wow, crunch.
Right?
I want one.
Whew.
Let me your
Welcome.
finger, bro. No, my bad, my bad.
No, you're good, you're good. Welcome back to Box Seats, y'all. It was a wild weekend.
Some good reflexes, though. Let me get out of here.
Man, catch a wall and look, broke his finger again, yo.
You almost broke his finger again, bro. Come on.
Oh,
Arsenal
shit.
fans always doing this stuff, bro.
On next game.
Well, welcome back to Box Seats. As you see, the bench has already started. We are back. It's been a wild weekend, right? It was this weekend.
No,
Yeah,
it's
it
last weekend. Last weekend.
No, it was
No,
this
it's this
weekend.
weekend.
It was this weekend.
Yeah, it was Saturday.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was a epic weekend. Well, for one team at least. We're going to get right into it. The Champions League Finals. Thoughts? Anybody?
Blowout. Demolishing.
It's great.
Disgraceful.
Pure football. Pure football.
I can agree with that.
Hey, I can't say one thing, bro.
I wouldn't say, look,
Pep, watch how PSG played. They destroyed Pep's system. The way PSG played, that's how you play football.
Watch how-
bro.
that's not
That-
Pep, but that's not Pep's system.
No, no. Pep's
Wait.
system is like the way he's changed football. All the teams are doing that. That tactical, 1-2 passing. PSG didn't play like that, bro. PSG controlled and dominated the whole game, bro.
Well, because,
They played like old
Bro,
football.
watch how Inter played against Barca and watch how they played against PSG. They had no legs left. They had no legs
No,
left.
but
That's my argument.
if y'all watch
I don't
if y'all
think that's
watch it, Dembele, their whole plan was to pressure Jan Sommer. They pressured Jan Sommer the whole game. He could not pass the ball to anyone, so Inter couldn't start any offense.
That's what I'm saying. They have no legs left.
but I wouldn't say it's less
I would
because,
say it's like,
it's a
I think it was
contributing
tactical,
factor.
bro.
but I would because Inter are more experienced than PSG.
Yeah, but
Inter are Inter are way more experienced than PSG.
I agree with you. But when you have youth, that's still a factor.
It is a factor, but I
There's
think
no way Mkhitaryan
I
should
think
have won
that-
the Champions
but
League.
I think that but I do
And
think
he almost
that is
won
more
one
than
before Arsenal.
I think it's more than just the youth though. The fact that the way that
Who
they
is the
way that they
valuable player on the field?
well, they gave it to Due. I can argue and say it was Vitinha.
Nah, it was Due, bro.
Who is Due?
2 goals
was
and an
Due.
assist.
But if you look at how Vitinha controlled that whole game,
Dembele controlled the game too.
no, Dembele pressed. I'll give him that.
Dembele
pressed.
The pressing helps and
But
control the game.
no. When I say control the game, I'm talking about Vitinha dictated that whole game. If you
I
go,
mean, he was good in the midfield. That's it.
what do you mean? That's it.
That's where
Without
the play starts from.
that's exactly without the midfield. PSG are doing what they did.
Yes, they are. Yes,
No, they're
it was
not.
5-0, bro.
No, they're
yeah,
not.
They are.
No, they're not.
You could have put anyone in that game for Vitinha.
No,
and they
you
would've
no,
did
you
the same.
couldn't. No, that's
I think so.
that's cap.
It's just my take.
That's cap.
Put
That's
anyone.
cap.
Yeah,
Name somebody.
any
Name somebody. Name somebody.
Bruno Fernandes. You could put Bruno in there.
Bruno doesn't play that deep.
He could do it.
No, he cannot.
On that team,
You
with
see
that
him
much
try
talent,
and do it at Man United,
with that
and
much
that's why you guys
talent,
are trash. That's why you guys got Casemiro in the first
PSG
place,
has
'cause Bruno
talent
couldn't
in
play that
every
defensive role.
position. Man United does it. Come on,
But you said anyone.
You said anyone though.
any good midfielder. You could put Declan Rice there. You could put Jude Bellingham there. You could put.
You know you're not naming any regular midfielders, right? You're naming all quality midfielders.
You could put Adam Wharton there from Crystal
Stop.
Palace.
Now you're tripping.
He's good.
I didn't say he
But
wasn't
he's
good.
international as well, technically.
He's good. He's 20 and he's a baller, bro.
I'm not saying he's not a baller, but I'm not saying I don't think he could do what.
Caicedo.
Bro, but I'm saying PSG is such a solid team all around.
Caicedo.
You could. Caicedo would destroy.
Caicedo's been balling.
Caicedo's a baller, bro. He destroyed Man United. I'm telling that on camera. He played better than Declan Rice too when they played Arsenal. Caicedo,
It's a good argument. I don't think he's better than Declan. But
he is better than that. He was the best midfielder.
either way, something I want to
You
bring
can
up.
put Jamal Musiala
Hold
there.
on, something I want to bring
Bro,
up about the
stop.
Champions League. Something I want to bring up about the Champions League.
What?
That was PSG's first Champions League.
Yeah.
The curse is broken. I
The
told
curse
you.
is broken.
There is
Mbappe
no
is gone.
curse.
How many times have
There is no
Mbappe's
curse.
gone. The curse is broken.
First of all, did they win the Champions League before Mbappe got there?
Nope.
Okay, so how is it an Mbappe curse when
I don't think
they
it's a
never
curse.
won it? When they never won it.
What did Sherry say?
He said PSG
No, what did Sherry say about PSG? At like the round of 16?
that they won't go win.
Because it's PSG.
Oh, yeah, true. That is
I mean,
true.
but technically that was
Yeah,
a good argument
but
at that point because they
You
bought
guys
it how
all
many
thought you
times.
thought Barca was gonna win and you thought Madrid was gonna win. It's the same
I'm a
take.
Barcelona fan.
Exactly.
What do you want me to do?
I'm a United fan. You want me to say PSG's gonna win? Come on, bro.
I mean, you couldn't say United's
You
gonna
can't
win
say
it.
United's gonna win.
I can't.
That's true.
I can't. I thought United was gonna win Europa.
We'll get to that. Yeah, have we talked about that already?
Yeah, we were talking.
We did.
yeah, we talked about that. But
What was I saying? I was gonna say something.
Oh my God.
PSG being the bottlers of the Champions League, having all these great players throughout time, they've won their first Champions League. You know what else hasn't won the Champions League yet? But in time, trust the process. Arsenal.
Oh my.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Everyone criticizes us because we bottled it or we didn't have a full team. PSG just won. Their first one in history.
PSG are way better.
Bro,
Right,
PSG
they're way better. So us as Arsenal fans should be like,
Bro, you guys, there's
That's
no
a decent
no
season.
comparison because you guys don't transfer any players.
It's not a comparison.
PSG would
I'm just
transfer
saying,
like
give us time.
800 million
All I'm
people.
saying is the argument that you guys have of Arsenal should have done this. Arsenal, technically, we shouldn't because there's been greater teams who bottled it before us, right?
No,
Trust the process, bro. That's
no,
what I'm
it's
saying.
not, bro.
So you trust the
Nottingham
process?
Forest has a UCL before y'all. Come on, bro.
If we sign the right players this summer, I will trust the process. Depending on who we sign, that's gonna be my
Blackburn
boy.
Rovers has a UCL before y'all, bro.
In what 1952?
They got
what
one.
You saying?
Nottingham Forest and Blackburn
Okay,
Rovers.
so that
bro.
means they're better than Man United.
No,
Why
they're
not?
not because we have more.
Bro, whatever.
Come on,
Yo,
bro.
that argument
We
doesn't
have
make
an
sense.
era. You
That
guys have
argument
yet
doesn't
to
make
even
sense.
start an era.
The argument doesn't make sense.
No, they had an era.
What era of what?
The Invincible era.
That was 1 year, bro.
It was a couple years. It was like four seasons of us being dangerous. We were battling you guys. We were the ones who
We
stopped you
won
guys
most
from
of the
winning.
time. You know that.
We're meant to be talking about the Champions League finals.
His era is in our era, bro. It's not an era, bro.
I mean, look, we're not going to get into y'all's
I
rivalry
didn't
right
bring
now.
this up. Well, I guess I did.
Okay,
We
who's
have-
the best PSG player to you?
Right
Ever?
now? Oh,
No, in that
right
game.
now?
In that game.
Oh, in the game?
Yeah.
Wait.
I mean, it was Due. It was Due, and then I would give Vitinha a close second.
I got
would give-
Dembele.
I got Dembele third, Kvaratskhelia fourth.
I got
Due,
Dembele.
Vitinha, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia.
I can agree with that.
Hey, no, I got that dude Pacho.
Nah, he made some mistakes I saw him make some mistakes.
It was so bad.
He was good.
At the end of the game, they
He's
put a
young as
19-year-old
shit.
kid in.
and scored.
he scored.
Yeah.
And that was a great
You
goal.
know who that is, right? Seni Mayula. He's a baller, bro.
Baller, yeah.
I've been watching his videos. He's coming up.
But to be honest with you, that whole team is young. The oldest person on that team is
That's what I'm
Marquinhos.
saying, bro. Like,
The oldest
shout
person
out
on
to
that team
Luis
is Marquinhos.
Enrique. Well, that's his second treble.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he
Because
won
he did
for
it
his
with
daughter.
Barcelona.
That's just crazy.
That was so dope as well to see that at the end.
Yeah.
Second best.
Second best treble.
No, actually, that might be his first.
What?
No, because I don't.
Should I tell you what? No,
Actually, no, it's a quadruple.
he actually got a quadruple this
Yeah,
season.
we got 6 that season.
Did you?
Yeah. We had 6 that season.
The Super Cup, Champions League, Copa del Rey, La Liga, and what was the fifth one?
The reason I say I think that one is better is because he had no superstar.
Dembele is a superstar.
He's not. Dembele,
Okay, bring this
he's coming. He's becoming.
He's been a superstar.
No,
He's
he
been
hasn't.
Injury prone.
But how you?
That's a superstar too, because a lot of people wanted him at Napoli.
Hey, Cabra is a
He's a
superstar.
Let's be real. Let's be real. Neither one.
Real Madrid
Neither.
wanted Kvaratskhelia.
I'm not denying that,
He's a superstar.
but let's be real. They are not on an Mbappe, Messi, Ronaldo.
Bro, Mbappe is not even
That's
on
a
Messi and
super.
Ronaldo.
Those are superstars.
Oh, I
Those
can't
are-
believe.
Messi and Ronaldo
No,
are
no.
mega stars.
No, Messi
They are
and Ronaldo, you
iconic.
can't
Those
put
are
with Mbappe, bro.
superstars. Those are
Mbappe.
players. Those are players. Those are
Mbappe can't be compared to Ronaldo or Messi.
those are
That
all
was
the
a- that
okay.
was-
All the players I've mentioned. Those are players that you make teams around.
You can make a team around Kvaratskhelia.
No, you're not.
Yes, you can.
Okay, and what happened with them in Napoli?
They won the
What Champions
Scudetto.
League? Which Champions
They
League?
won the
was it?
They
Scudetto.
had two players, bro.
They had him and Osimhen.
You guys, you can't give everybody a superstar title.
I
don't even think-
Kvaratskhelia is a superstar.
Bro,
Okay,
what?
so leave-
Okay, tell
leave
me what.
Kvaratskhelia
Tell me,
out.
no.
Leave
Besides
Kvaratskhelia
his,
Dembele is the superstar.
besides
Because
their
he went to
talent.
Barcelona and he was the superstar.
No, he wasn't. He was injured all the whole time.
That's the only reason the argument
But
is
if you're not playing, how can you be a superstar?
Okay.
I'm not going to deny
Hazard
his
at
his
Real Madrid
talent
was a
his-
superstar.
No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
No,
Yeah,
he
that's
wasn't.
No, but he had the superstar type.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Became a
Because he was-
superstar,
no,
and then he
became
became
a
mid.
superstar and he became mid.
Yeah,
Right?
You have to become.
Dembele was a superstar.
You may have. He might have.
got injured and is still a superstar.
He wasn't a superstar, bro. Because
Dembele
he wasn't even a superstar when he got to
So
Barcelona.
he's not a superstar
Yeah, he
now?
was at Dortmund. He was
now
destroying.
you can argue and say he is because
Okay.
of the season he's at right now.
Okay, so
Dembele
back to the
was
original
destroying
point,
it.
Luis Enrique having no superstars.
I don't.
He has one.
Which he built.
He didn't build Dembele.
Which
Which
he
he
built Dembele, bro.
He's
Don't
but
do that, bro.
Nah.
Dembele's had that.
When was the
Dembele
last?
how many
When was
seasons?
the last time Dembele had
French
a
World
20?
Cup.
Name the time that Dembele had a 20+ goal scorer.
At Dortmund.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he
No, he
did.
did not. Go check.
We can check. We can check.
No.
was an assist.
No, he had 20+. He had
Yeah, Barcelona too.
20+ goals.
Goals? Just goals?
Goals.
Just goals.
Goals.
Why do assists not matter?
Okay, 20+ goals. And how many assists?
Just 20 plus.
20?
No, I'm
Goals
talking.
and
No,
assists.
he's way better. I think he's way better now than he was at
Because he's a
Barcelona.
mature player. He's
So-
older now.
My-
But he was still a superstar.
Look, I'm not going to
Barcelona.
deny his talent is superstar. But you can, just because you have the talent, that does not make you a superstar. Your work ethic, and
Hey,
what
bro.
you produce on the
Femi's right.
field
This is the only season Dembele had
at 20+ goals.
This is the only
So,
season.
okay, so he wasn't a superstar.
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Just goals. Yeah. Yeah, no, I just looked it up.
He's always been nice in assists.
This is
He's
the only
always been-
season that
this is
he's
the
had.
only season.
This is the only season that he's
I'm
scored.
going to disagree still. And I'm going to say, even at Barcelona,
Well,
he was a
Hold
superstar.
on. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, shit. I hope he has 20 plus goals when he comes to league. Like, let's be for real.
But this is not his first season in League One,
It's his second.
or League whatever you want to call
It's
it.
his second.
But it's his first.
Right.
But Mbappe was. Like,
No, bro, his first
Yes,
season
but
in
his
League
first
One,
season that
he only
he-
had 5 goals.
Check how many games he played, though.
26. And he played 29 and had 21. He had 26 matches, League One, 3 goals.
He was always around a superstar. He was never the superstar. When he was in Barcelona,
I have not said that.
Hey, superstar to me is Bruno Fernandes.
I'm talking about Scale.
Kvaratskhelia a baller.
No, no, he's
I don't know if I would just put him in the superstar because
okay.
Back you said you wanted Cavaschelli over him.
I didn't say I'm not. Look, I didn't say Kvaratskhelia wasn't a
I'm just saying,
baller.
so by going
I'm
to
just
Real
saying
Madrid, you have
I'm
to
saying
be a
superstar.
superstar.
No, you don't.
Yes,
Huh?
you do.
Danny Ceballos is not a superstar.
But it's not because he's a
Come on,
superstar.
bro.
It's because of the way he plays.
No, I could keep naming play. Lucas
It's because of the
Vazquez
way
is
he
not a
played.
superstar.
Kvaratskhelia is. I think
I can keep
Kvaratskhelia
going.
is is slicker on the
You
ball.
think Rudiger is a superstar?
He's a better. I think he's a. I think
no
he.
way.
Who?
Rudiger is not a superstar to me.
Not now. Not now.
No.
Not now. When he was in Chelsea, he was a superstar.
But no, there's not superstars on Madrid's team.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
You guys thinking like superstars like that?
But that's what I'm gonna say. In this era of football, not including Messi and Ronaldo, who are the superstars?
Like Messi or no?
Oh, that's
not
easy.
superstars.
Haaland.
I can agree. Haaland, Mbappe.
Lewandowski.
Well, not anymore.
Bro, he has had 30 plus goals for 7 seasons.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? By that argument,
The reason, should I tell you
see what
why?
I'm saying?
No, but should I tell you
But
why?
7
Should I tell you why?
seasons.
No,
Mo Salah?
but let me tell you. Let me tell you the reason.
Rafinha.
But let me tell you the reason why I wouldn't put Lewandowski
Bro,
now.
Lewandowski's
The
solid,
reason
bro.
why I wouldn't put Lewandowski now
No,
as
he's
a
superstar stats.
is because
Yes, he had one
he
goal
always
less
had
than
a-
Mbappe.
He always had a team, but
He had
now
40 goals
now-
this season.
I love Lewandowski. Like,
no, but Lewandowski isn't somebody. Look, how many teams are going to go out there and say, you know what, we need to get Lewandowski right now?
Because he's old.
Well,
but in-
y'all need anybody
But
y'all
in
can
his
get.
20s, they would have got him.
But I'm not.
But
But
since
we're
his
talking
20,
about.
bro.
But we're talking about right now. You're
I
bringing
still-
up their whole career.
No, but that's
I'm
Right
talking
now,
about
he
right
had a
now.
superstar season. He had
That's what
40
makes
goals.
superstar. You have to take in that whole career.
No,
You can't just be a superstar in one season.
No,
Bro,
but you're
Jack,
a
you're a
superstar by
Barca
how
fan.
you play.
Tell me he didn't have
What
30,
makes you a
at least
superstar is by
35
how
goals.
Okay, so if he's been playing
Bro.
consistently as a great, he's still a superstar.
I could name
Is
100
Ibrahimovic
players
watch-
less. I could watch 100
Yes.
players less
He
than
hasn't won the
him
Champions League.
that doesn't have near that many goals.
Yes, but the reason I would say that is because anybody would have taken Ibrahimovic
Ibrahimovic is superstar. That's
Yes.
Why? How?
because anybody would take him.
LA
No.
Galaxy, was he a superstar?
Yes.
No.
Yes, he was.
Well, superstar by MLS standards, yes.
I'm talking about in the world of
Ibrahimovic didn't win
In the-
Champions
if
League,
you're
but
talking
he won
about
titles.
while he was in LA
Ibrahimovic
Galaxy,
won
he was a
titles, bro.
superstar. Name somebody. I can name a plethora of players that were better than Ibrahimovic when he was in
what's
LA.
your, what's your tier, when you say superstar?
Okay,
What's
when
Messi,
you
bro?
say
'Cause they're not
okay,
superstars.
The aliens.
it's a combination of things. It's about how you perform on the pitch. Number one, that means you're one of the best on the pitch at all
Like,
times.
if we're saying-
Number two, you're very marketable. So like when people come to the games, they're coming to see you.
Like, are you saying like a Ballon d'Or person like this year isn't on like someone who is
Somebody
in the
that's
running,
being in the running for the Ballon d'Or,
like,
I would
for
consider them
Holland,
superstars.
For Holland, for example, you would say Holland's a superstar, right?
Yes.
Okay. Dembele was
Right
shit
now
last
is a
season.
super, but he's a super.
But
He's becoming
So
a
would you-
superstar.
So like,
He's becoming a
I just
superstar.
like
I would say because he's this season.
Would you say he's
Well, because I want to see what he
The
does
man's
next
been
season.
marketable.
like.
Or he
are
would
No,
have
he
gone to
hasn't.
Barcelona.
No, he has.
Are you trying to say?
Yeah, he has.
Why did he sign
Are
unmarketable
you trying to
players?
hear
Why
what
did
I'm
he?
saying?
Why did they end up getting rid of him?
Because he couldn't finish his
Because he
season.
was getting injured, bro. He's injury
That's my
prone.
point. Just because you have the talent as a superstar, if you're not available on the pitch, how are you still going to?
No,
How are
I'm
people going to
asking-
still
I'm
consider you?
asking-
Because it's your value. Even as an injured player, people will still pick you up.
And
I'm asking, are you like Dembele had a superstar season,
yes,
but like Holland didn't have a great season this year.
And he's still a superstar.
But like, yeah, I'm confused. on
no,
what you're doing.
are we saying? You saying?
Because of injuries.
Wait, hold on, time out. You saying
Like,
Haaland
even-
didn't have a great season this year, right? And what was his contribution to
Oh,
it?
I
No,
know,
time out.
I know.
No. Just answer the question, and I'm gonna answer
That was
yours.
at the
That's
beginning
what
of
we're
the
saying.
season,
That's
and when
what
he
we're
was
saying.
healthy.
But
he's back.
guess what? But guess
that's
what?
what we're saying.
That's why you know what.
That's what we're
And guess
saying,
what? That's
though.
what makes him a superstar is
I-
because the fact that he took a slight dip. It's not even like he took
Yes.
a terrible dip. Because he took a
Yes.
slight dip, and we're saying he had a bad season. That's what makes him a
Yes,
superstar.
yes. So why is Dembele? Why are you putting Dembele at a super?
Because we have not seen this Dembele ever.
No,
Yes,
he's
we have.
No, that's what we're saying. Like,
But you have, though.
No, we haven't.
I disagree. I've seen him at France do the same
Hey,
shit.
y'all win on Sunday?
You have.
No, but we made it to
I'm not talking about his skill. His skill has always
Bro,
been there.
That team, I've never got BS so much.
I'm not
in my
talking
life.
about his skill.
I've never.
His skill
the
has
refs
always
were on
been
their
there.
side.
Bro,
I'm
we're
talking
gonna
about
have to-
literally.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree, bro. We're gonna have to agree to
Bro,
disagree.
we gotta move on from this
we do.
conversation.
Dembele been a superstar. That's
No,
all I'm
he
saying.
hasn't.
My
No.
point. Your
We
point.
gotta stop.
Shake hands.
Say, we gotta stop it.
That's it.
That's
I
it.
disagree. You know, we'll leave
Hey,
it up to y'all.
you really leave it up to y'all.
No.
Is this the? Is do you?
Was Gareth Bale a superstar?
Yes. Come on,
No, you
bro.
gonna say no?
Yes.
Their bench.
The time before he got to Madrid, the time before he got to.
We're gonna have to straighten out the criteria.
All right, I got a question for y'all.
Okay.
3v3 superstars. Pick your team. Current superstars.
Current
Current
right now.
Modern. So you pick your three, I'll pick my three, and you pick your three, and I'll see. Then we can compare.
I would say Dembele.
And whoever you pick,
Yamal-
I can't pick.
Dembele, Jamal.
No,
You
you
pick him
taking all
first.
the picks.
You
One
pick him
pick.
because
He was the best. He was
He
arguably
picked
the best
Dembele. Who you
player
got? Who you
this
got?
season. He was arguably the best player this
Who
season.
you got?
As a star player,
Yeah,
my
he
first
picked
pick.
Dembele for his first pick. Who you got? It's just 3v3.
I am going to pick attack for attack. Let's do Rafinha.
I got Mo Salah.
That's a good one.
Like watching y'all play,
I got Mbappe.
They were not good.
I go Yamal.
I got Harry Kane.
And then I will take.
Yeah, but I know.
I'll take Vitinha for my third.
Vitinha, oh, you consider him a superstar? He's not a superstar, bro.
In that midfield,
Okay,
right?
you got
He's
Vitinha.
had. I won't say he's a superstar, but he's had a superstar season this year.
Okay. Go ahead, Steph.
I go Rafinha,
Jamal.
Yamal, and
Hakimi.
I got Florian Wirtz.
Okay. My squad squashing y'all.
How is Mbappe gonna get past Hakimi? How?
I have two of
He
them.
couldn't get past Lewis Kelly. How he gonna get past Hakimi?
Don't even do him
But
like
did
that.
he though?
Okay, Dembele though.
Huh?
Dembele.
Hey, whose squad
That's
is
fine, that's
better?
your
Let
best
us
player.
know.
That's your best player. The superstar. That's
Yeah,
not
let
a
us know
superstar.
whose squad is
That's your
better.
best player.
He had a
That's crazy.
superstar season.
The superstar.
He had a
that's not the
superstar season. He had a superstar season.
That's not a bad squads, though. Those are all good
No, they're all
squads.
good squad. They're all good
They're
squad.
all good squads.
They're all good
3v3, any of them can win.
They're all good squad. They're all good squad.
But let me ask you a question, though. Spain versus France, Nation League semifinal. Who's winning? Yamal versus Dembele.
You saw that, right? They said there's Ballon d'Or conversations. Yamal said.
There's no
I guess
reason
we
why
can
Yamal.
settle.
There's no reason why Yamal should be in the Ballon d'Or conversation. I'm sorry. He's a great player, but not this season.
Not in the conversation. It's crazy.
Not as top two.
Not top three. I wouldn't even say top three.
Like being
Would you
real.
put
Let's be real.
Would you put Dwayne in there?
No.
Bro, how can you say that? Modric won a Ballon d'Or.
Crazy. Crazy.
No. I'm talking about if I'm going to choose between him and Yamal.
Crazy.
If I'm choosing
Picking
between
Yamal.
Hey, ready for
Picking
this?
Yamal.
Ready for this? Hey, 21 completed dribbles in the whole Champions League duet. 22 for Yamal against Inter. Against Inter alone. Inter alone. Completed dribbles, Yamal 100 more than second place in Europe. Y'all, here's the problem with Madrid fans, all fans.
the goals
Y'all
and assists.
don't understand. Y'all
the
do
goals
not
and assists. That's why everyone
understand
looks at those
what
numbers.
Yamal was Yamal was the controller of our team at 17 years old. That is, you don't people only look at stats, and I think it's absurd when they do that. That's why no one rates Pedri because of his stats.
All of us have been rated Pedro.
That's fine.
Yeah.
But the world does not rate Pedri.
I mean, he's
Well, look at who is the Champions League team of the season? Not Pedri.
Declan Rice.
Over
Hey,
Declan
bro,
Rice.
but
A little
Ballon
bit.
d'Or doesn't
Declan
actually
Rice
mean
that-
stats, though, bro.
exactly because of what he did with
Bro,
I was a
Madrid.
little shocked at that, to be honest.
But the reason why they did it was because of the Real Madrid.
I agree with you with I personally, in my opinion, I think Rafinha should win it.
But Ballon d'Or doesn't mean
bigger
stats.
games. Rafinha went crazy. I mean, Rafinha was scoring. Rafinha had a hat trick against Bayern. Rafinha had in the knockout stages. I think he scored in every single week.
Now we're gonna see.
Yeah, but
Now we're gonna see the market come into place.
Bro,
But you also have to think about
but
it
that
like
makes
this.
a Ballon d'Or.
they don't just do
offensive team.
stats with Ballon d'Or. They also do what you've won. And and we all know whoever
Champions
wins
League is the
Champions
biggest.
League is most likely going to be the
Yeah,
ones
the
to win.
quadruple season.
Yeah, that's
But
fine.
this is why I'm going to say it's going to be funny how marketing of football goes into play this now. Are they going to give it to Dembele? Is he more marketable than Yamal? Is he more
Well, to
marketable
be
than
honest,
Rafinha?
no. To be
Or
honest,
Salah?
I don't think
Because I think they're
any
going to
of them.
snub Salah.
No, to be honest, I think Dembele.
I hate this song.
I think Dembele.
I absolutely hate his shout so much.
I think Dembele is going to
But
win
it's still a
it.
shout.
I think Dembele.
Yes, but
I think Dembele is going to win it, but I don't think Dembele or anybody on PSG is somebody that you can make the face of football. It's still going to either be
Because back
one
to
of
your
the.
argument,
It's still going to
Dembele
be.
had a great season.
He did, but the thing is that. All right, man. But the thing is that how marketable are you?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's
but,
the
but,
thing.
but, but